were going at it, and then like the bouncer, like the security man walked in and was like, guys, just to let you know, there's a bowl of condoms here if you need it, and then left the room. Sorry, I'm just in my single bed on my own, like what's going on here?
Walking and meeting someone for the first time and then kissing them, that I'd be fucking shitting bricks.
Do you know what the worst part about it is, right? You're like blindfolded with the earphones on in the back of a car.
Oh my god.
You're getting taken. All I was thinking was like, imagine if his breath stinks. How are you gonna deal with that? Or imagine if he's got dry lips.
So true. Who was the most difficult to live with?
I'm saying again.
That's juicy.
You fumbled the baddie, but I don't know.
And why did Hugh not turn around?
And it was weird in the moment. I was like, how dare I've just been patted on national television. Like,
Did anyone ever get told off?
Yeah, us.
Yeah, for talking.
All the
we've done a
time.
really big telling.
Oh my god. Okay, exclusive. Do you see any of the couples not lasted?
Oh wow, that's a hard question. Okay, I'm gonna say...
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Spillville. Today I'm joined by two icons from the show, I Kissed a Boy. Hey boy!
Hey!
I'm so excited to have you guys on the pod.
We're so excited to be here.
I feel like, you know, this is meant to happen.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Before we start, like, I want to know what you guys did before the show, like jobs and stuff.
Yeah, I'm in retail now still, but before
But
the
you're
show.
a dancer as well.
Yeah, I'm like a dancer and a musician, do all that stuff, but I worked in a bank.
Tea.
Imagine me in a bank.
It's a girl in finance.
And then when I came home, I just quit. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, and I worked in sales for like vintage and antique items. It was quite a rogue job, to be honest with you. It was quite random, quite weird, but like fit the criteria perfectly.
I love that. What made you guys apply for the show?
I broke up with my ex-boyfriend. I did it out of spite.
Okay, love
And
that.
it works.
Sounds like something I do.
No, literally. I was like,
revenge.
We love that level of pettiness.
I just thought, how dare watch me go on this gay dating show right now and prove a point.
Kiss loads of boys in front of his face on national television. And I got scouted for it, so I just got an Instagram message.
Sorry.
Girl!
She didn't apply.
I mean, she seen my profile and was like, you need to be on here. But yeah, there was like, do you want a summer of love? And I was like, well, I'm not having it here, am I? Fly me out to Italy and we'll see.
This is really such a kiki, and we were like kikiing before as well, but this is like the best kiki ever.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm
This
at
is
my best friend.
The king of the king.
Literally. So you guys applied for the show. What's the process like to get on this fucking show?
It's honestly like, it's quite long-winded, I think.
Yeah.
Like, you had to do like so many trips down to London to like interview with like the producers and stuff. And I think it is as much so like they're looking at us in a way where they're like, are you funny, whatever, but it's also like, are you like capable of like holding the weight of this?
Yeah.
It's like
It is
a gay
lot.
Love Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. That's
And also,
how
by the way, I
describe
found out as well, it's the only UK gay
Yeah.
dating
Yeah,
show,
dating
which
show.
is crazy.
Crazy.
I know. And you guys are kind of low-key making history as well.
Heard.
Because low-key, because it's the only gay like
That's
UK
so
dating
true.
show. And I feel like growing up, my gay awakening was Christine and Saeed EastEnders.
it. Yes.
And you're going to be the gay awakening for like all these other
Wait,
young kids.
I've not thought about that.
Like, you know, like when you watch something for the first time, like people are going to be watching that and be thinking, I relate with you.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing big things. You're doing your big one.
Thank you. It
you
means
for
a
that.
lot.
So the process was kind of long.
Yeah.
It was kind of long, but yeah, as Jack said, I feel like they were just making sure that we was mentally stable enough to be able to go on TV.
They were wrong.
They was definitely wrong. I mean, they looked at me and was like, yep, tick box, stable. I was sat there like...
Okay, I need to know what was going through your mind, because walking and meeting someone for the first time and then kissing them, that I'd be fucking shitting bricks. Like, that's anxiety. That's fucking scary.
It is scary. Do you know what it is? Do you know what the worst part about it is, right? On the way from like the hotel to the masseria, you're like blindfolded with the earphones on in the back of a car.
Oh my god.
It's fully like giving
You're in
like
hiding.
Yeah, it's
No,
like you're getting taken. It's like Liam Neeson, come and save me.
but like I was going delirious. But like I was sat there just laughing to myself, and they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Ah, ah, 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 ah." I was like, no. But then going into it, I think the other boy is in the exact same position as you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you kind of going into
But just
it.
to kiss someone like, and you've not even said anything, it's crazy.
I mean,
love
we
it.
do that in the club.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
But yeah, no, it's intimidating, but it's also just like, it's just a laughing. I think I'd rather not speak to them
Yeah.
Yeah.
than speak to them.
Because then you don't want to kiss them once you start
No.
speaking to them.
No, that's
You're like, oh
you know
God,
their personality
you.
after.
All I was thinking was like, imagine if his breath stinks. Like, how are
Yeah.
you gonna deal with that? Or imagine if he's got dry lips.
Or like if it like just wasn't your type at all.
Yeah.
But
I'd still do it for the clout. Actually, would. I'd still be like, get here, you.
I did do it for the
I did do it for the clout.
were you guys happy with your matches on day one?
At the time.
At the time.
I was intrigued to see where things would go between me and Rory because he's not my usual type. But I thought, do you know what? Danny Minogue put us together, so let's just give him a snog and see where it goes.
Yes, put two bottoms in a room and see what happens.
But the purses.
Thing on this show, like, how do they like?
They do ask.
Yeah,
And,
like
the-
everyone. Oh, they ask
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, very
like-
in depth as well.
Yeah, they're like, what you into?
They're like, what position do you like? You're like, ooh.
But like, it's also like because they kind of have to have like a mix of like obviously tops and bottoms.
Yeah.
But like that's hard.
I feel like it was so bottom.
It was
heavy
so
this
bottom
year.
heavy. And the worst thing was,
I could tell this year.
everybody, when we was asking, going round the circle, everyone was like, apart from us two and Adam, everyone was like, oh, I'm verse. It was like, bottom.
They're not there.
They're not verse.
No, they're all
bottoms.
bottoms.
No, literally.
So like, how do you get with the bottom?
Battle of the bottoms.
Battle of the bottoms.
Battle of the
bottoms. How long are you guys out there for?
Ooh, that's a good question. You do like an isolation period before, which like differs depending on like your flight out. So I was in isolation for like a week, and then I think I was in there for 3 weeks in total. So I think like 4 weeks.
4 weeks. That's long.
And I went home a bit earlier, didn't I? Taxi bye. I said, see you later, love, I'm going
No,
home.
but I will say I just love how real you was. Like you were just like,
Thank
I'm
you.
kissing. She did it was a twist. Myself.
Yeah, literally, I was like, I don't want to kiss none of these boys.
I love that you just kept it 100. Like you just wasn't really into the boys. You was like myself.
Yeah, definitely, it had to be done.
Did you
I
tell
mean,
the
I-
producers that? Or was you...
Yeah, I definitely. I told them all that as well. I was like, I don't fancy any of you lot anymore.
I was begging it. I was like, please just crack on with Baraka and stay.
Yeah, he was like, can't you
go?
go kiss Baraka one more time? And I was like, I really don't want to. He was like, please. I was
It's
like,
like for me,
for you, maybe.
For my mental health. That is freaking crazy. Oh god, I'm getting up. This is so funny. So, when was it filmed? Because was it filmed a while ago?
September last year, yeah.
What the fuck?
So we're having to sit on the secret like for ages. All we could do is like text each other like, oh my god, it's coming out soon.
It was literally aired like last month.
Yeah, and like relive trauma, September trauma,
Yeah.
like May.
Can we talk about the hammock? That was so painful, but was making me die because you guys kept trying to get on it again.
Twice, 2 times. No, it was. Oh, do you know what? It was so embarrassing. Like it actually was, but it also really broke the ice between me and Callum. I feel like we were quite awkward at first, but then we went arse over tits.
The
It was like,
funniest thing that I've ever watched. It was so funny. You guys just kept falling down.
no, literally. It was. Oh no, yeah. Oh, I don't like to think about it.
I was excited to watch that part knowing that you fell off the hammock. So like I was sat there waiting for that because obviously I didn't see that. I was like, you're on the floor.
Okay, I have some quick fire I kissed a boy questions to spill some tea on the pot.
Oh, nice.
Get that tea spilled.
The gays love to spill as well. Okay, so question number 1. Who was the messiest to live with?
Burrow.
Yeah,
Burrow.
Jordan B, definitely.
Oh my god,
Just
yeah.
messy.
We was cleaning up after everybody.
No, we
was
would
like
do
the
the
dishes.
wenches.
housewives.
We were
Yeah,
mother.
we was the
like, we
wenches.
was mother. And then when you went home,
You was the
No,
waitresses.
lit. And then when you went home, I started cracking because I was doing double the workload.
Yeah, literally.
Everyone would leave the dishes and I'd stand in the kitchen and be like, there's no one that know how to do the dishes.
You guys had to like clean everything yourself.
Yeah.
No, there'd be people that like, say if we were at like a challenge, we'd come back and it'd be immaculate.
Oh,
but then
lovely.
also, I can't wait that long for it to be immaculate.
No, we need the washing up done there and then
Yeah.
because it was just looking a bit grim. The cameras didn't need to see all of that neither.
No.
Burrow was raised on a barn, weren't he? So it makes sense.
He was.
So at least someone cleaned up while you was out doing the
Yeah.
challenges and stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess you just had to kind of clean up and do everything yourselves.
Yeah.
Who was the cook?
We was the one that was making the toasties,
was
but then we did also have like a caterer that made food for us
Oh,
as well.
lovely.
Which was,
No, not lovely. What was the food? What was the food? I need
It
to
was
know.
like this, I can't even tell you. Sometimes we'd strike like gold and it'd be like pizza and we'd be like, get it in. But so, like they had this like white chicken saucy thing. Ooh.
It just wasn't giving.
It
just
looked
like-
like vomit.
It was not,
It looked like vomit and it smelled like vomit too.
So you guys didn't eat.
No, we came out skinny.
Skinny.
Yeah.
Waist wear. Who was the most difficult to live with? Not messiest, difficult.
I'm gonna say Jordan B again.
let me think. Justin at the time for me.
Why?
Me and Justin just like, I love him to pieces, but me and Justin just obviously came to play over so many things. Do you love Justin now? I love him to pieces now. Like, he's honestly like a solid, but back then I was like, oh, I wish he'd shut up.
What about for you? What's your reason?
So mine would have been Jordan B, and it's just because he pissed me off. So
Just point period. Just piss
point
me the fuck
period, piss
off.
me off, and get to know I hold grudges.
Yeah. Who put it on for the cameras the most? That's juicy. The silence has given me everything I need.
Oh, I'll take this one. Okay. Oh wow, that's a hard question. Okay, I'm gonna say
You can sip if you want. You can be respectful.
I'll have a sip, and
Have
then
a sip,
and then I'll
have a
tell.
sip.
I'll sip and I'll spill the tea.
Yeah. Have a sip. Lubricate that throat.
Who was that?
I'm probably gonna say. Well, there was one episode where I seen waterworks and I didn't understand why, and it was coming from Jas. So that's where I'm gonna go with that one. I mean, Aaron liked you. Like, there was no need to be doing all of that.
Who was the most genuine?
Us.
Yeah. I feel like you guys
Like,
were.
actually
I really
us,
related with you guys
yeah.
the most. Like you were so real about. I don't want to pick any of you boys, and you were just authentic throughout the whole
The
thing.
whole
I, mean,
time.
I was just going crazy.
Real, recognise real.
Who loved the drama?
Me.
Me too.
Yeah, I would love it. Spilling the tea behind the scenes, like.
Babes, he was the drama.
Well, I do love myself.
Would you say you guys were maybe the biggest shit stirrers, or would you keep it 100?
I
would keep
think we
it
was keeping it
100,
100,
but,
but I
like-
think people, when you do keep it 100, people do then think you're shit stirring.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And also, like, you're in a closed environment. You're obviously gonna like speak about what's been going on. And,
Yeah.
like, kiki behind what's happening.
Do you know what
and
it is
stuff.
like? Because we were so open and honest, people were like, oh my God, Jesus, so messy. No, I'm literally telling you what I've just done. Like, I'm not messy, I'm just telling you what I've done.
Literally.
You're messy, keeping your secrets.
Keeping your secrets,
Yeah.
Doing all you're gonna do
Yeah,
is what?
kissy,
Behind-
kissy.
Kissy, kissy. John and Callum. Kissy,
Yeah,
kissy.
kissy, kissy.
rude.
And also kissy kissy when he was like, don't tell anyone that we've kissed.
Yeah,
That
Alex.
was tea
Alex.
in the kissing booth.
In the kissing booth.
Alex, that was not good.
Alex. I love Alex. Alex could do no wrong in my eyes. I'm like, go on, love. Good for you, girl.
Good for you, girl. Who was your favourite couple while you was on it?
Ruben and Lars.
Ruben and Lars, definitely.
Down.
Really?
Yeah, but like,
Because I feel like on the show, like as a viewer, like they took us on a bit of a journey, and then I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't really see
Yeah.
it. But they're working now, so
yeah,
really
honestly,
working.
they're so in love. Like, it's sickening.
It actually is sickening to stand around you like, oh, get off each other. You have to pry them apart with a crowbar.
Who loved the drama? You.
It was
Yeah. I was sitting back and watching after my little ordeal with Jordan, and Adam was popping off at Ruben. I was like, oh, thank God it's not me anymore. I was like, oh,
it would pan to you and you'd be like,
cackling in the corner.
Like loving it.
Literally.
Do you see any of the couples not lasting now?
I don't know, actually. I feel like they're sad.
They seem quite solid at the moment, but
Yeah.
time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell. But yeah, that was great. That whole thing was crazy. I need to know, right, babe, what's been going on? Because I saw a pod episode the other day while I was doing my little research, and I was like, wait, what? What's been going on? Tell me the tea. What's been going on with you and Jordan? Jordan B.
And Jordan B. Just
Sleepover.
Like, we just like,
Enjoy a sleepover.
we just get like, do you know what it is? I think we're just both really sexually frustrated, right? And I look at Jordan and I'm like, well, you're easy. And he looks at me and I'm like, well, I'm just as easy. So it's just easy. Do you know what I mean?
But is there anything there, would you say? Or is it
I don't
just,
think so.
just
I
friends?
think we went through this like weird phase like literally last week where we were like, oh wait, like what's happening? But I feel like it's because the reunion aired, and then because the reunion aired and everyone was talking about it, we were like, do we
It's
owe
tea.
this
Like,
to
I'm,
anyone?
like,
Yeah.
I'm invested. I'm like,
Yeah,
this is what's happening.
but then I don't know. He's our work. He's actually our work. Like
He's in
I-
Italy right now.
No, like yeah, for real. Like I need to be prioritized.
Bring
and
out Jordan.
Yeah, no, he's just our way. Like, I love him to pieces. I like to be prioritised, and Jordan likes to prioritise himself.
Fair enough.
So,
Fair enough. Were there any like romances that we didn't see on the show?
Quite a few.
I can imagine because so much get edited out.
Did you have any that were on it?
No.
I had a few.
You did have a few that were. No, I just knew that I wasn't there for anybody. After my little ordeal, I was like, oh, get me home. But you did have a few.
Me and Ruben had a little moment.
Oh, dear.
And then me and Alex had a little like thing at the end. Like a little... Yeah.
Little kiki.
Little key, but yeah.
Did anything like happen that we didn't see?
No. Me and Ruben like would kiss and stuff. Like me and Ruben like... It was before I got with Hugh and before Ruben got with Lars, me and Ruben were like, ooh.
So you guys probably were a little bit like frustrated in the house. Does anyone do anything?
There were touchy feelings.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, it was actually...
Because it's not really one of those shows that you see. Like, you don't really see it. Like, you know, like on Love Island, like you see them like in bed, like cuddling and sleeping. You don't see that on Ike's Boy.
They were doing it.
You could hear lips like locking them.
It was like mac and cheese.
Yeah, literally being
honestly
stirred.
There was actually one night where it was towards the end. I don't think you were there anymore.
I wasn't there, thank the Lord.
Everyone else had the beds pushed together except me and Hugh.
That was killing
And like
me.
they were going at it, and then like the bouncer, like the security man walked in and was like, "Guys, just to let you know, there's a bowl of condoms here if you need it," and then left the room. Sorry, I'm just in my single bed on me. I'm like, what's going on here?
And then cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You start to forget that they're there, though, don't you?
Yeah, it's given like Big Brother.
Like, on the
just, like,
first day, I was like being reserved and being like watching what I'd say, and then the next day I'd be like verbal diarrhea.
Yeah.
When do you guys do the confessionals? Because they give me life.
It's like
Especially yours.
like it's like morning, lunch, and like evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Do
throughout
about
the
3
day.
a day, yeah. Or if something, like, if you've been
there's,
involved
like,
in some
big
drama,
drama,
they'll
they, like,
literally just
drag
pull
you
you up,
away.
yeah, they'll drag you away being like, tea room right now. You're like, I'm having a conversation.
Literally, like when you left with me, they were like, tea room now. I was pouring it. I was like,
they needed that. They were like, we need that. Were there like any big arguments that we didn't see that was like, gagging?
at the reunion.
Yeah, because the reunion was quick. I was like, I wanted to see more.
Oh, girl.
To get that short and
You did want to
sweet.
see more.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to see more.
You did, no,
I did,
definitely.
I
Like,
did.
you would have been sat there like, oh.
Yeah, it was...
Between Jordan and Callum. Yeah.
And then other people got involved.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What was the tea? Can you please spill?
I got involved. I'll admit, I got involved.
Period. As you should, babe.
Oh,
But
do you know
that's
what
because
it like?
other people got involved.
Other people got involved, so I got involved.
As you should. If
Yeah.
everyone's getting involved, I'm
Exactly, you
getting
can't
involved
do 2-on-1.
No.
That's not fair.
That
Make
was-
it even.
but that
We
was
love
my-
an
I
even
was like,
number.
I was like 2-on-1, not for me. So I packed up. I was like, he's blowing my back out. You can't pick on him. Do you know what I mean? I'll stick up for him.
No, you have to. You got to stick up for your
Gotta stick
sleepover
up for
buddy.
me.
Exactly.
What was the tea? Was he just annoyed at the fact that? Did he know that was going on? So,
Oh, Callum. I don't.
yeah, Callum.
I don't.
No, I don't think.
No, it didn't look like he did when it came to
Oh no, I think he was. His face was like, what? And you've done pods with him, haven't you?
Yeah, no, but at that pause, like, he was sat next to me. This was after the reunion as well.
Was it not the day after?
It was like 2 days after. So I'm sat next to him on this. I'm like, and they were like, oh, we don't know if like you all don't like each other yet. Like, you might have argued at the reunion. And me and Callum were like,
Did you guys keep it short and sweet?
yeah, we cut. Do you know what? Like, I actually do like Callum. I've
Yeah,
got a lot
me
of time
too.
for Callum. I'm just very protective of like my people of the show. So I'll always pipe up for my people.
I
Like,
hear that.
down.
Period. So behind the scenes and stuff, so they give you food and stuff. Anything else? They give you like makeup, products.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Do you know what?
Haircuts.
The worst thing is you take it in yourself and they hold it back from you. You have
No,
to ask for it for
literally,
about 7 times.
Yeah, yeah.
No haircut.
You got a hair. No.
I cut my own hair and
get
I
away
cut
with
his
it.
hair.
You cut my hair.
Yeah, I cut his hair and I cut my own hair as well because I am a trained hairdresser.
You can tell you cut my hair off. It's just like episode 6. I've just got a harsh line.
Because I'm thinking like 4 weeks, I'd be thinking about
Yeah.
nails,
No.
hair, the lot.
No, literally, like I was the only one in there with like nails and stuff like that.
I love that, by the way.
Thank you. And Ruben brought in super glue to like stick things to his outfit. And one of my nails come off, and I was like, Ruben, give me your super glue. And he was like, no, I need it for my outfits. And I said, Ruben, give me your super glue
Fucking super
now.
glue now.
And then I took it. He was like, I need it back, and he never got it back.
Did you guys get briefed before like the costumes and stuff before the show started?
Yeah. So you get told
Yeah.
like the events, like the
Oh, that's
party.
fun.
You send your little mood
I
board
loved
over
your
as well, don't
Princess
they?
Diana. That was iconic. You actually look like that. It's kind of scary.
No, I was saying that to you before. So we were walking here and someone was like, I recognise you because you do look like Princess Diana.
You do.
does look like
You
Princess
actually
Diana, doesn't
do.
he?
I see it. You need to do it more.
No, I don't think that's my party trick. No.
You still got the wig.
Do you know what? It's actually a Rod Stewart wig.
But baby, you made it work. You freaking made it work.
It was a shake and go. I didn't even shake it. I just went.
You just did the go.
I'd love to know who thinks of these events because they're just so fun.
Yeah. I reckon it's defo like Adam.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, there was a producer called Adam and he was like bread and butter. Like he was like the loveliest man ever. It was so him. It was so him.
What's Danny like?
Oh my god.
Sound,
She's
you know.
so
She is
amazing.
mother.
She
No,
actually
like,
is.
She's just so sound. And do you know what? She's just genuinely so invested in like us. Like she'll DM me all the time.
Yes.
Like, she sent me like, do you know how like Kitty Scott Claus and like Courtney had to do that Princess Diana show? She sent me that and she was like, "Baby, you should go." I was like, "Well, now you've told me I should go. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
go."
go. No, you go. That's mother. You
No,
gotta do it.
the dues I'm told.
Literally, quick one. Do you actually go for a drink after?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? I always thought it was
we
a bit
didn't just have one, we had a
bollocks.
bottle of Prosecco. I was like, I needed it after that fur coat drenched. I was like, yeah, can I have some more of that, please?
Because
love?
she's like, oh, we're going for a drink. And I'm like, oh, are they actually going for a drink?
Yeah,
They
no,
actually do.
we did have a drink and it was like, it was actually nice Prosecco as well. Well, they're not going to give Danny horrible Prosecco.
It was Kylie, wasn't it? Was it not Kylie?
I don't know, I was drinking the Prosecco, I wasn't looking at it.
The villa's unreal. P.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unreal. The sun, love.
It was crazy.
gorgeous.
It was storming though. Like a lot of the time, like we'd be put on
Didn't
like
see that.
they call it ice. So ice is when like you're not allowed to speak at all. Like
About
you-
anything
about
that can
anything
do
to
with
do
like
with the show.
personalities,
Is that like a break? Is
storylines.
that like a break, kind of?
It's like
It's like basically shut up and don't speak.
yeah, like do not speak to each other. Literally, like we'd be put on hard ice. We'd often be separated on ice because even if you put us on ice, we'd be like, I can't believe he's just on that.
We did get separated from each other one day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Be like, you need to stop talking about the plot, and I was like, how do you expect me to stop talking about the plot?
We thought we were so creative though. I was sat there with my water bottle at one point. I was like, "You're never gonna guess what, Jar." And there was like, "We can see that you're still talking just because you're covering your lips." I was like,
Yeah. And I was in the pool, and I was like, he's not talking to me.
Did anyone ever get told off?
"Yeah, us."
Yeah,
so
for talking.
badly, all the
We got a
time.
really big telling off.
We did get a really big telling off. So
This is tea.
Oh my god! Okay,
So,
exclusive.
when Callum was flirting with Ruben and Rory and Jordan was like a thing,
Yeah.
we had our little conversation on the terrace, which was a gorgeous little
It was
conversation.
a
Just
heart
stunning.
to heart.
It was it was
It was
a
a
heart
real
to heart. It was a little
conversation.
chat and that. Like we were just chatting, and we came up with the conclusion that we was gonna pick each other in the kiss off.
Yeah.
I'm
To the end.
surprised you didn't.
Weren't allowed.
Oh, we weren't allowed.
Yeah.
That's what we got told off about. There was like, Danny
They were
will
like-
not accept that for anything.
Yeah, because that would be like a friendship.
were
I
like,
was
that's
like, but
not the
lovers
point.
become friends.
Yeah, we were
I mean,
like-
friends become lovers.
yeah.
I remember I was stood there and you turned to one of the producers and you went, but I love him no. Like,
I love him.
you were like,
I
I'm falling in
absolutely
love with him.
And there was just like, Jordan, really? I was like, I top.
That is so fucking funny.
We got big talent.
We did, yeah.
We did.
Oh god.
And then that put us in a mood.
yeah.
And then
You're like,
that's
we're not giving you any entertainment now.
literally, and then that's when we went and had the discussion with like in the bedroom about Callum and Jordan.
Callum and Jordan,
yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was one that they didn't actually show much of, to be fair. Thank
No.
the Lord they didn't show much of that, though.
You were on
You
board.
dealt with that really well.
Yeah.
You just let it happen.
I was like, this
The-
man
the-
is
I
not
think you,
getting-
man.
I think they portrayed that we took that very well. I think you took it a lot better than me.
You took it personal.
I was not
That's my
happy.
bitch.
I was not happy. I was like, that is so out of order. I was like, God gave you a mouth, use it, speak to me.
No, do you know what? It weren't even Callum that bothered me. It was Jordan that bothered me the most.
Yeah.
Because like it didn't show, but like I spoke to Jordan about it. I was like, I'm not asked about what Callum does. I was like, you're claiming to be my best mate, and you've just met my man. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But you know, the old,
It's a weird one because like you all become friends, but then you're all kind of getting with each other as
yeah.
well.
It's but like even that dynamic now is still like weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Like I speak to like I'm talking to like a few boys and like me and obviously Jordan and B sleep together, but we're also really good. And it's cause like people are like, why are you
He's just
friends?
sneaky link.
Yeah, they're
Friends
like,
benefit.
why are you friends with someone that you sleep with? And I'm like, well, he was my friend before I started sleeping with him.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be one of my best men at my wedding if he plays his cards right. I'm not gonna marry him.
Yeah.
He can be there. He can
You
be,
could be there to watch, weep into a tissue, be like, fumbled the bag.
But can you like separate though that? I can't separate. I feel like if I sleep with someone, I feel like I'm connected.
See, normally I can't, but with Jordan, it's just Jordan. There was like a period of time where I was like, I think I'm in love with him. And then afterwards, I was like, I'm delusional and crazy. I cannot be in love with Jordan.
Period.
She doesn't approve.
She does not. I'd say, like, every time I do it, I tell you, and you're like,
I'm like, for God's sake, again. I'm like, you need to stop doing that because it's going to end in tears.
yeah.
Are you guys dating now?
Do you know what? The DMs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's dating like now after
The
the
DMs
show?
are fun at the moment, actually.
Are they?
Yeah.
I mean, like, they're still open as well, so if anyone wants to check
Yeah,
out
I know.
anything,
I know.
like, you just
They're
do your
both
thing in
booked
there.
and busy right now in the DM.
Yeah. No, I love it, mate. But then also, like, I get paranoid. I don't know about you. I'm like, people are only speaking to me now because I'm on a show.
Yeah, no,
So
I
it's
get
like,
that. Like, what are like their intentions? And
yeah,
stuff?
like, are you just using me?
I hope
Yeah.
they've got bad intentions because that's what I like.
That's a bad boy.
I hope you've not got bad intentions for you because I'd have to pick up pieces.
Oh, you definitely
I'd
would
go
babe,
to
but,
jail.
like- and I'd do the same for you.
What are your types?
I love a bisexual man.
Really? But where
Bisexual
do you
man.
find bisexual men? Because I'm on a Hinge and I try
I
to.
just don't.
You
That's the thing,
don't?
They're like so rare.
Do we like bisexual men because we're quite feminine?
Yes.
Yes.
It's this thing of like comfort of I know you like femininity and
Yeah.
I'm feminine, so
Yeah.
bisexual man
Yeah.
like an,
Oh my god. I love you.
I'm everything
I
that
relate.
you want, babe. Everything that you could ever want. Do you know what I mean?
So yeah, I
Oh.
do like a bi guy as well, but like I do also like a scaffolder. Or if you've got high vis on or work pants, babe, I'm yours. Like, come and claim me.
I'm like height. I just love height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You the same?
Yeah.
There is something about a tall man in there. You're like, ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But it's
like a big tall man.
Yeah, I find it harder because I'm like 5'11", and then if I've got a heel on, I'm like bloody 6 out. So it's like finding a man that's actually taller than me when I've got a heel on.
When you've got your heels in.
is crazy.
Yeah. Were you worried because obviously like I feel like the first season like of I Kissed a Boy there wasn't really like a feminine boy on that show. Like it's all very much like your like typical like mask vibes.
Yeah.
So you was probably the first guy that I saw that I was like I relate to in terms of like
Yeah.
wears makeup, wears heels and like does the like nails and stuff. Like did you feel a bit of like were you nervous about that?
I was panicking, like, I feel like I was going to get Bob skied, bless him. Do you know, he was the one on season 1, and he was, like, the most feminine in there, and he went home first, and I was like, that's going to be
Oh my God,
me.
yeah, I forgot about him.
I was like, that's going to be me, I'm going to be sent home first, but then...
But you did well.
But yeah, I don't know, I just kind of was just taking it as it came, but, like, halfway through, like, after you'd left, I had the biggest breakdown on the planet.
Oh.
Like, breakdown, because, like...
You needed your bestie.
Yeah, I needed my bestie, but I remember like I was crying my eyes out, and I was like, I can't look round this room and like relate to anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Like I was like, you were my lifeline of like I'm feminine and that's okay and that's fine, and me being in this like fun feminine diva spirit, you're also a diva. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
none of them are divas.
No.
She ain't no diva.
Yeah, so like I had this massive breakdown, and it was whilst like Hugh and I thought Jack was getting with Hugh. So like me being like the whole kettle gate, being like I'm at Willie in a kettle. Like that was like
That was so funny.
why
was
did I say that?
hilarious.
Where did that come from?
Because it was passionate. It
I don't
came
know
from the
where
soul,
that came from,
babe.
but I will protect you. And I said it was not that deep.
It went that deep, was it? I'd say it again as well. Like, I've said much
you
worse. Like,
And why did Hugh not turn around? Did you get a full-on answer about that? Because I did not see that come in.
I kind of saw it coming, but then also I was just like, you're a lass, babe. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you fumbled the body, but I don't know. It was weird in the moment. I was like, how dare I've just been pied on national television. Like,
It was random.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like on the show he was very much chasing you.
yeah.
And then at the end, like, oh, jump scare.
Nice one.
It was like, I'm out of breath now. I've done the running. I'm about to stop.
No, he cancelled the kettle comment, and he was like, karma's coming your way.
Yeah, like he brought that comment up again. Go. We've moved past it.
We moved past it. I kissed you after I said it, so it was fine. I said sorry and you said it was fine. So it was fine.
You thought it was fine.
It was not fine.
It was not fine.
That's so funny. What are your plans now?
We really want to do more TV together.
Yeah.
Yes,
We do want to
I
do TV.
see it.
We want to be the
Oh,
duo. Yeah,
like-
definitely.
Like, we really want to do like Celeb Race Across the World. Like,
Yes.
like imagine like me and you on Celeb Hunted. Like imagine the police chasing us.
I can imagine the police chasing us.
I can.
The police have chased us. But like, yeah, I feel like we'd love to do more telly. We both do music. I do
Yeah.
music. You do like.
You
We
do
both dance as well,
music.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just-
like singing.
Yeah, I'm like
So
a
like he
rapper.
sings, I rap too.
Which is
Oh, period.
in my head, we're like,
okay,
okay.
so new song coming.
No, well,
Definitely.
Yeah, stuff's
And
on
I
the
saw
way.
something on your story today about like pod.
Yeah, I said pod, but I meant bird.
Oh,
And I just
I was
thought-
like pod. I was like,
I
period.
thought I'm not gonna correct it because I'm posting it. It's
Too late now.
Too late now. But yeah, little YouTubes. I do love a vlog. So
You do love a vlog.
I went through a phase where I was like vlogging all the time, and then I was like, oh my god, I need to delete all these. So I deleted them all before the show came out.
That was me.
Yeah.
I always delete all
No,
my old
literally,
shit.
I'm like,
I get
I'm like,
embarrassed.
why have I posted that? Like, that's so embarrassing. But yeah, no, love a vlog, love the music, love dancing. But
Yeah.
in my head, we're the next like gay aunt. and
With the
Dad.
gay aunt and deck,
You guys,
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
not even being biased, but you guys were my favourites on the show.
Thank you.
Thank
Legit,
you.
like you guys are my favourites. I really related with you guys both the most. I
Thank
think
you.
that's probably why. And like both like guys that just embracing their feminine side. Like I relate with that so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. That means a lot. It means a lot. But yeah.
What
Buckles.
show? If there's a show, what show would be like your dream show to go on together?
Do you know what? Together, I feel like we'd really do up like. I feel like the traitors would eat that.
Yeah, we would be so good on the traitors.
I think this as well. And I was like, I'd love to do the traitors, but I'm like, but I'd been out first because
Yeah,
blend
yeah.
in. We don't blend in, baby.
And I feel like I'd be like that Amani on that latest season. I'd just be like, nah, but you're lying. Like, I don't get why you're lying. It's not me. I'm not a traitor.
You'd be like, oh yes, step up.
Literally. I think for me, I think Race Across the World would be absolutely iconic
Yeah,
for
we
us to
do
do
want that.
because
And
I
do you
think
know
we'd
what?
win it.
I
We'd
think-
definitely win it.
Yeah, we'd beat across the world, girl.
We would be done.
fast.
Boom.
But do you know what I think like would be slay about that is like obviously because we're queer, we can't really go everywhere in the world. So how are we
Yeah.
getting across the world?
I was literally thinking this
you know
the other
what I
day.
mean?
So I was looking at like my countries and my best friend of like where we can go. Guys, we are like
We can go
we
nowhere.
Can go nowhere. We're like dead.
We literally are. We've
It's
got
actually
targets on our
scary.
back.
It's terrifying.
It's actually like we can't like, go to so many places and like there's places where it's like actually like death process, like
No,
death.
literally.
It's
Like
mad.
so yeah, I think that would be like a really
I think it'd be good.
good perspective for people to see that because straight people go, you can go anywhere. Little.
Yeah.
Literally, I feel like it'd be a true representation as well of how we'd actually feel and we'd be able to portray how safe we actually felt within them countries as well.
That's true. And I was watching as well, like you did like a thing on TikTok where you was talking about how you wish straight people spoke up more.
Yes.
And I agree with that so much because like you guys say you're allies, but like you guys don't come to Pride with me.
Literally.
So
Or you want to go with all your straight friends, but all just stand there in a circle and just not,
it's so
not be
true, and
involved in
like
what
I
it's
have so many
actually
like
about.
straight friends as well, and like they'll come to like the gay clubs, but like they won't come to Pride or like. And I sometimes feel like with some friends they're a bit awkward at gay places, and
It's like, babe, we don't fancy her, you know.
literally like
Don't
just
fancy
embrace
her.
it and have fun and
Yeah.
let go.
And it's not about that. It's about like Pride is a party and yeah, like that's so sound, but it's a protest and it's like if you're friends with me, you should protest for me. Like you should speak up for me.
It's so
We've not
true.
got the same rights as everyone else. Like
Period.
it's like glossed over and it's like, oh yeah, it's fine, it's livable. Like the UK is literally like 22nd on the safest countries for LGBTQ plus people in Europe. In Europe.
It's wild. It's wild.
Second is mad.
22nd is crazy.
I know, literally.
I'm in my head. I'm like angel number, but I'm like trying to bring the positive. I'm like intuition.
I have learned so much from the show, by the way. Like, I really like in terms of like, is it Adam?
Yes.
The guy that came out talking about his HIV.
Yeah.
I learned about like just my choice of language, like because I used to always say like if I'm about to sleep with someone, are you clean?
Yeah.
And I never processed like how that isn't right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Because like, what does that
definitely.
mean for someone that has HIV? So
Yeah.
now moving forward, I've like been like not doing that, but like I've really learned that one.
I think the good thing about the show is, even for myself being on the show, like I learned a lot of things on there because I didn't have like a really big queer circle before going on there.
Same.
So being able to be around all these amazing queer people and hear all of their different stories was really educational for myself as well. And I did go home and I was like sat there like looking up like more things about HIV and more things about trans rights
Me
as well because
too.
it's something that I do want to be an advocate for my community.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've like really. I came on the show as well. No, I didn't come on the show. Fucking hell! No, I watched the show and like when I watched that episode, I like looked at like HIV things because I don't actually advocate or know much about it, just probably because I don't have it. But like we need to support those that do have it
100%.
and not continue that stigma
Yeah.
and like change the language of like saying like, are you clean? Because just because you have HIV doesn't make you like dirty.
Yeah.
It's just, I just think it's so, like, I feel like we've lost sense of community. And I
Kind
feel like
of,
that's such
right?
a shame. Like, I'm very like you, like, I feel like you're the same. Like, I love my girls, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My straight girlies are my rock. Like,
Literally.
they're, you know, like, I would not be me without my girls. But then also it's
Aw.
like meeting all of you now and like Adam and Lars, like it's genuinely like, I'm so passionate. Like, I've started reading books.
Oh,
I can read.
She
I
can
know,
read.
it's a shock. But like, I'm like, I want to be able to like, obviously like we've not got massive platforms or whatever, but it's important to me personally that like, I'm advocating for everyone, but like I'm advocating for my friends. Like
Yeah.
yous are my friends. Like Lars, like trans rights. Like Lars is one of my best friends on
I
the
know.
planet.
First
like,
ever trans man to be on this show as
literally,
well.
I think he's the only like trans man on a dating show in the UK ever.
wild.
Like it's crazy.
There was gonna be a trans girl on Love Island.
Yeah, there were
Mimi.
rumours,
Yeah,
yeah.
and like I just don't think it ever happened.
No.
But like they would have to have so much
There'd have to be a lot
protection
of
for that
safeguarding
show.
around that 100%.
Because like a show like Love Island is so straight. Like there's not
Yeah.
really like a gay audience, whereas I can support like there's a gay audience who'd be a
Yeah.
bit more like safer to do that, and we're a bit more open to that.
Yeah.
Whereas a show like Love Island, there would just be hate from day one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%, and I feel like there wouldn't be the support for the hate as well. It'd just be like, deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's been a lot of hate for Lars though.
Yeah,
And
which
do you know
is-
what?
No
the-
way, from the
honestly,
community.
It's been
from-
horrible.
Yeah. There's like so
That's
many
really surprised me.
gay men. It's gay men that hate him, and it's like, babe, like carry on, you'll get a backhand, you know. I'll find out where you live.
That's
Like
mad.
it's horrible because how are you part of our community and you are being spiteful and nasty about someone in our
Yeah.
community? There'd be no LGBT without the T.
At
Like,
all.
So true.
like they wouldn't.
It's so
like
true.
they fought. Transgender people have fought for us so hard, and the fact that transgender people are now going through this like discourse and people are being quiet is crazy to me. Like,
Yeah.
you would not be where you
Right
are
now is
today.
the time to
Literally,
say
now's the time that
something.
we need to stand up for them.
It's so true. Because right now, like, what's going on is so scary.
Yeah.
Is World War III fucking happening?
No, literally.
Like, what the fuck? I bought a radio flashlight.
He was walking down and he was like, I don't know if I want to be in London because there's going to be a world war. I was like,
I know I meant it though. Like,
I know you
No,
meant
I'm being serious.
Like, it's
Like,
scary. Like,
No,
it's
it
actually
is scary. I'm like, I need to stop like watching the news, but I'm like seeing it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
It's like I'm not avoiding it out of like ignorance. I'm avoiding it out of fear. Like,
Literally.
wait, imagine us in the barracks. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I would say
Someone
take me to
said
prison.
literally, someone said to me, like, do you know if we go to war, we'd have to fight?
Absolutely not. I'm not doing
Guys,
any of that. I've got
I'd
asthma.
say I'm a woman. No, yeah, I'd say I'm a woman. I'd say
I've got asthma, me. I can't
oh,
run. I'm
no,
not doing anything
I
like
wouldn't do it,
that.
me. I don't believe in war anyway for starts. So I'm
No.
not fighting, and I'm not fighting for like Keir Starmer and Donald Trump. Are you
Absolutely
crazy?
not.
Babe, you all hate me. You
Yeah.
hate
I'm
me.
gonna
You don't want me to
fight.
fight for you. But do you
can't
know what I
fight.
was thinking though? Like, if we all just went to the prison, we'd have a good old time.
I mean, that was right kinky.
We'd have such a good time.
I feel
We'd be
we
like
could
with
so
our
much.
mugs and stuff, just chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, we could bring all this.
What was like school like for you guys? Were you guys like open and out in school?
I wasn't, no. So like, I always got like, growing up in the area that I'm from, it's quite a rough
Where are you
area.
from again?
So I'm from Leeds, and I'm from
Leeds.
like a council estate called Little London. But like, I used to always get the batty man, the F
Sorry, I
word.
shouldn't laugh.
You're like,
It's a deep combo, but
It's the trauma response.
literally.
I think I heard it this morning. It's alright.
But I used to get all of that, and like it was a bit hard, to be honest with you. But I did come out to like the straight girlies in maybe like year 9,
Same.
and I
I
told them
understand
about
that.
it then, and then like an idiot thought it'd be a wise idea to do a BBM broadcast. Not being like
Not the BBM
Be
era.
like, just so everyone knows, I'm bi, and if you've got a problem with it, see you at school tomorrow. Yeah.
Bye.
Me bi. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. And then from there, I told my mum when I was about 16. So she was literally just like to me, I already know, you idiot. She was
Really?
like,
Oh,
she was
'cause
like, I was one of them kids where if it was like McDonald's and it was the boys and girls toys, if I did not get a girls toy, I
was
would
me.
be causing a scene in McDonald's.
Yeah.
A scene.
And Power Rangers, I was always Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
Princess Peach.
Yeah.
Princess Peach. Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally. For me, I came out in year 9, but I
Slay.
yeah,
Cheers to that.
yeah, it was just kind of school. I feel like for queer kids, like you
Where
get
did you grow up?
Wigan.
Wigan. What was that like?
It was Wigan, you know. Do you know what? Like, there was some circles where like I felt really safe and really secure, and like I do on my mum's side of the family have like the best support ever. But like, school was school. Like it was. Do you know? We all get put in a box of being gay and being queer before we even know what the box is. Like.
I said this
Yeah.
earlier. Like I was talking about it with one of my friends, and I was like, I actually didn't even know I was gay until everyone told me I was gay.
Yeah,
It's cool.
yeah.
no,
Like,
literally.
everyone throws that label around.
You
and
don't
then
even know what being gay is, though, or like having like, do you know, like
It's
kind
so
of like
true.
being sexuality is. You don't have a concept of what that actually is. You just have like just you being yourself.
And everyone like throws this label at you, and you just bless you, babe.
Stop it,
It's
babe.
alright. Do you want to clear your throat?
No, it's okay. don't worry.
Okay. I feel like everyone like labels you as gay, and then you just like end up just saying, "Okay, I'm gay," but like
Yeah.
without really knowing what it is.
Yeah, and I feel like the shame in that is like I haven't really explored my sexuality. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm gay, but I feel like if I was like I can be attracted to a woman. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like we're just shoved in that box like so hard.
Straight away, no,
where it's
so
like
true.
I don't really get to explore anything because you've all
It's
just
already
got me
been
gay and I'm
decided
just
for you,
gay.
yeah.
You've decided for me.
I saw something as well, like you were saying on like a pod as well about something about you was questioning as well.
Yeah.
Being trans at
Yeah.
one point.
There was a point where I came home from the show, and I think it was because I met Lars, and Lars has genuinely like opened so many doors for me, like with my gender and like stuff like that, and because I am so feminine, and I find comfort in the feminine things, like the masculine side of me. I'm kind of like, oh, do you know what I mean?
So, yeah.
But like being so feminine and being in that, like meeting Lars and like me and Lars, I'd ask Lars so many questions and he'd like talk to me about it. So there was a point where I was like, okay, like I actually feel like I could be a transgender woman here. And like I got like 18-inch hair extensions.
You did. You got your
I was a
friend.
baddie. I'm my friend. I was
You had a
Sabrina,
friend.
tall Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
But like being in that feminine energy, don't get me wrong, like I enjoyed it, but I felt like I was just like,
It wasn't you.
yeah, it just weren't me. But I feel like doing that, I'm so secure in myself now. Like, and I'm so secure in the fact that like, if I was to label it, I'd say I was just like gender fluid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not here, I'm not there, and it's just kind of like I love that for me, and I love that I'm certain on it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've explored that, and it's like if that exploration would translate to sexuality, I'd probably be so sure on my sexuality as well.
So true.
But it's just one of them.
And I do feel like there was guys that like embrace, like we like wear women's clothes, like we just experiment with ourselves.
100%.
We always get that like, oh, are you trans or are
Yeah.
you wanting to be a woman? And it's like, no, like I just.
It's like, I like a crop top. I'm sorry
Period,
that my
like-
body looks nice in a crop top, babe. Like,
Sorry, I've got waist.
you know what I mean? Ooh.
Like I just like love embracing that feminine side, and
Yeah.
I've always been like that. But it doesn't mean like I'm trans or I want to be a woman. It's just like just
It
me.
just you feel
It's
good
just
in what you
all,
wear,
yeah.
yeah.
And it's like you feel like
definitely.
you have to like explain yourself to people and tell them like what your gender is and stuff. And it's
Yeah.
like I shouldn't have to really explain myself.
Yeah, no, literally, I'm just me.
Yeah.
Like, back off.
Have you
back off?
have you guys had any hate from the show?
Not really.
Do you know what? We've been quite lucky.
actually
to
have.
be
Period.
quite lucky. There was one comment actually which I still think about before I go to bed at night, and it was like, Jesus Christ, if Jackass can get a shag, there's hope for everyone in the world.
Oh my god!
I still think about that one. There was also someone on Twitter that was like, I'd be able to
Oh,
take...
don't go on Twitter.
Oh, I love it though, you know.
No, I'm the same, but Twitter's the one.
No, look, I'm like, sometimes they're so creative, and I'm like, do you know what?
That's
They
actually,
give
yeah.
me life. No, that's
Because
a good
like I'm
read.
rarely
Yeah.
insulted when I do see an insult. I'm like, ha, that's a good one.
I'm taking that one. But yeah, there was another one on Twitter where they were like, I could have all of them ICAB boys in a fight, and I thought you couldn't
Well,
have
no, you
me, man.
couldn't. Definitely not. Who's us up?
I sent that to you ASAP, and I was like, is he asking for it?
And then that people are on Twitter.
Yeah.
This show.
Twitter,
That's
like,
iconic. I would have thought it'd be
crazy.
more of like a TikTok thing.
TikTok, Twitter,
Yeah,
there's
you do get your
Reddit.
TikTok.
Reddit, no, not
Reddit.
Reddit as well.
I love
Reddit's
the Reddit.
wild.
Reddit is the what? That's like anonymous.
Reddit is
No one's got profiles on
crazy.
there.
No, literally. But I'm like the group like investigator researcher.
Do you guys have a group chat?
Yeah.
We have many.
The few that like dwindled down, and it just ends up being us two in the end.
It'll be the group chat talking, but it's just me and you. But it's like we think we're so funny, so we'll be like, let's torment the boys, and we'll start tormenting.
So yeah, we'll be on the phone to each other, and like we'll say something about one of them, and I'm like, ha, that's so funny.
Yeah, I'm like, put it in the chat.
So we like to call ourselves Bad and Badder, and then we've decided that Alex and Jordan can be called Mid and Mediocre.
Mid and mediocre.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Ruben, that one.
Yeah,
I'll let you have
that
that.
was Ruben,
That was
yeah.
Ruben. But was like, we'll call him it now, and they was
Yeah.
just sat there like, okay, fair.
They were like, fine, whatever. And then
Don't
like,
give us the attention that we want back.
no, I think they've learned.
Because they're not divas. No,
that's it.
They're gonna give it back.
They're not divas. They wish they could be divas.
They could never be divas.
Who's from, so Jazz and...
Aaron.
They're still together, right?
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, they was like dad and dad.
They actually were.
Day one.
Day one,
one.
dad and
That's
dad.
mad.
Yeah. Like, that's
Which used to
fake.
probably be like,
No, lit.
"Yay, we did our
No,
job."
literally. No, like, love them for that.
Yeah, me too. And you look at them like, and when they was together at the start, I was like, I can probably
Yeah,
see
makes
that.
sense.
Then I turned to my bloody left and was like, I don't see this.
But you look to your right and you're like,
I'm like,
see
oh,
this.
I was like, bad recognised band.
There's only 2 couples then from the show that have actually like. I mean, it's better than last season. Last season,
Yeah, the
no one
boys,
was
I
a
don't think
thing.
there's any now, yeah. The girls, I think, Meg and Layla are together.
Yeah.
Oh, there's quite a few from the girls, like Lisa and Ab. Is that it?
I think so, yeah.
So the average in at 2, so that's
Two
really
per
good.
season.
2 per season's alright, isn't it?
If you could go back, is there anything you wish you did different?
I wish I would have spoke my mind a lot more.
Yeah,
and
me
I
too.
know
I wish-
that's so crazy because we come across like we spoke our minds, but we...
I feel like I was less considerate of other people's emotions and was more considerate of my
No,
own.
but I loved it though. Like, I loved it. We always need someone that just like says it how it is on the show.
We could have said so much more.
she was
I
holding
feel like
back.
the cut a lot more.
she,
than
was, she was biting her tongue. It was when you left me, that's when I thought I'm going to have to double down here because no one else is saying anything. Yeah, I'd say more.
You had to take the bad responsibility for me as well. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
What was the most awkward moment on the show? I know. I think it was really awkward when you had that situation on the dinner table.
Oh.
And you
Do you
said
know what?
that. I don't think it was that deep, but like it was taken really seriously.
They made it look a lot more traumatic
Oh, was
though,
it?
as well. Like everyone was like, do you know what? That was awkward actually. It was when Danny came out and like I feel like Danny obviously
She
knew
knew.
she knew that
She
we were
was
just
stirring
all
the
bickering.
tea.
So she was like, "So what's
been
just
going
happened?"
on?
And I was like. But like I was quite close with Adam at that point, so I was bickering with Justin because of Adam. I didn't think Justin was treating Adam right, so I was like, "How dare you treat my friend like that?" So that's why I started popping off. But then Adam said to me like before we went to dinner, he was like, "Don't like kick off for me." He was like, "Say what you want, but like don't fight my battles." And I was like, "Fine." So I was saying what I want, but then it got to the point where Danny was like, "So," and I was like, I was like shaking. I was like, "I'm trying to just say everything that I want to say." I should have just done it.
Yeah.
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 Is everyone still close on the show?
We're really close, aren't we?
Choose
Yeah, we're so close.
choices.
No, do you know what? No. I feel
I think
like
there is a bit of a divide.
Like, yeah. Some of them are like my best friends and you're going to be invited to my wedding, and some of them are like my work colleagues. Do you know what I mean? Do you know when you go to your work do and everyone's
Yeah.
there and then your core group go out after? There's
Yeah.
that. Which is fair.
That's
'cause
a
they-
very good analogy, that.
That is really, really good.
English lit, that. Yeah. Yeah. No malice, but just like, you do.
Yeah, some people are people's.
Yeah.
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 Not everybody has to get along.
I can't believe there was so much going on at the reunion that we didn't see.
Yeah. It was like,
Both your outfits are tea though.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ash on the label.
She a designer.
Yeah, she's like my best friend on the planet. Like,
Really?
she
Oh my
lit-
God, you need to send me her details
I actually
now.
will. She makes me everything, and I'm like,
Yeah.
She's
because
so talented.
You wouldn't find that like
Yeah.
on,
She
that,
made
on
both our prem outfits as well,
yeah,
didn't
she
she?
just she makes everything. She's honestly Dee Dee Madame.
When was the Prem filmed? Recently?
The Prem was
Oh, not the Prem, the
Was that-
reunion.
Oh,
Sorry.
the reunion
was
yeah,
like
that was like
3
3
weeks
weeks ago, maybe 4.
yeah,
Wow.
it's like really recent.
Oh my God. Is
like-
there anything you wished came out?
Yeah.
Like what?
I just wish they shown the argument to what the argument was.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think
There'd be a lot more context around.
there'd be a lot more context.
Yeah,
there would be a
around
lot more
the whole.
context.
Like people don't know
drama.
though.
Yeah.
So you should tell us. Because I'm dying for
It
it.
was just
I'm asking for it and I'm dying for
you're
it.
asking for it.
Well, when people break up, usually it's between both of the people that are breaking up, but there was other influences added involved. So that's why somebody else ended up getting in the argument with Jordan and Callum. And that's why the good friend over here then got involved in
involved
the
too,
argument
yeah.
as well. So yeah, I think there was just influencing factors into what their perceptions of who was in the wrong was.
I think they were both in the wrong.
Yeah,
Like
me too.
I'm Team Burrow, but like Burrow does things wrong. Like they both do things wrong, but like don't pick on him in front of me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's my job.
You can't do somebody up in front of somebody.
No.
True.
It was, it was funny though.
That was funny. I wish I was there. I wish I was a fly in the room.
No.
I wish he was there too.
I wish I was there, just like
It was Gab.
filming
You could
it.
feel like the audible gasp in the room.
Was Danny there?
Yeah.
Daddy was like, guys, let's bring this back.
Was it really kicking off?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Apparently she put her hand up and was like,
Security.
for us all to be quiet, and none of us seen her do it because we were all arguing so much. It was like before it actually kicked off, because like me, you, Jordan, B, and Alex are all like really, really good friends. So it was this point where like as Jordan was like getting kicked off on by these two people, I'll leave that open for interpretation. It was Callum and someone else. Like, if you use your brain, like, you'll know. Do you know what I mean? But like me, you, and Alex were like,
Was that, who is it going to
we
be?
were like, who's going to get involved? And then neither of you two got involved, so I just went, hey. I was like, don't pick on him. But yeah, it has caused a lot of tension.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what the most weird thing about it is? I'll spill this tea. We were at Hoopla the weekend before. Everyone made best mates and there was no problem. We spent the whole weekend together, but then you pull up to the reunion, you've got problems.
You had a vendetta.
For the camera.
For the camera.
You got a problem for the camera, but you were telling us you loved us at the weekend.
And they probably will be fine.
For me, it was when we was actually upstairs getting ready to go down to film.
Yeah,
you
you
could
could
tell
feel
that something was going to
There
pop
was
off.
tension.
There was literally a
could
divide
feel it in
with
the
half of
air.
the people. There's like 3 people who were like Switzerland.
Yeah.
And then there was us on the left-hand side, the other people on the right-hand side, and I was like, I'm just trying to get my drink.
We thrive in that tension, though.
I
we
do love a bit
we
of
love it. I was
tension.
looking at you and you were looking at me, and we were like,
I was
If
like,
I was in my best, I'd be fine though. I'd just be
Yeah,
loving
no,
it. If I was by
literally.
myself, I'd be like, oh.
no, if I was by myself, I'd go stir crazy.
Yeah,
I
me
feel like I'd
too.
start throwing things.
well, I arrived before him and I was like, Jack, get here now. I was like, what's your ETA? I was like, someone's wearing white fur. I'm wearing white fur. I am fuming. I'm about to have a meltdown.
So true.
Or maybe an accidental Ribena spill on somebody.
Oh my God. So I always end the pod with like, do you guys have a question for me?
I do have a question. for you.
Yes!
How do you traverse this whole internet stuff, being openly queer and openly in the limelight with all this
What?
Like, do you know this? Like, do you know how there's like so much like negativity online, like
Yeah.
towards like the queers and the LGBTQ? Like, how are you dealing with that?
I'm the CEO of getting hate. Like, I'm so fucking used to it.
You're in the business though.
Yeah, literally, like, I honestly, like, it's got to a point now where, like, you get so numb to the hate comments and, like, you don't even, like, take it in. Like, I've received so much shit that I'm just like, I heard it all before, think of a better
Yeah.
one. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like one of those, and it's just like, oh, that's a good one. Like, it's just like, it's
Yeah.
just funny at this point. So, and I now also think as well, like, the more hate comments, like, the better their engagement.
You're paying the bills.
Yeah, literally, you're viewing my shit.
Yeah.
So you're the better man. So that's how I feel. How are you guys like navigating it? They're like, hey, how would you say?
I'm navigating it well for me.
Yeah.
It's when I see people talk bad about like laws or like stuff like that. That's
I would
when
get
I'm like,
really protective over that as well.
Yeah,
Especially when it's from
Yeah.
our own community as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's so bad. Like,
It's so backwards. It's like literally. No, but it is
say that like
backwards.
backwards.
Backwards, darling. That's how we say backwards. But no, it is so backwards. It's like we fought for rights for a community. How are you going to shun another part of the community?
I'm shook of that it's from our own community that's
But
doing that.
It's like LGB Alliance. Like J.K. Rowling was like retweeting things about.
Oh,
us.
J.K.
Oh,
Rowling.
she's amazing.
J.K.
It's
Rowling's
annoying 'cause
gonna
I love
get-
Harry Potter.
I think
No.
Azealia Banks is going to beat her up one day. Anyway.
I'd pay good money to watch Azalea Banks.
Yeah, so would I.
I'd pay good money to just watch Azealia Banks, period. Yeah,
for real.
I'm freaking obsessed
Diva
with her.
doll.
Did you watch her at Coco when she like had like, she did like a set, but like she like just brought like a speaker out, her own speaker.
I
and did a
never
set?
seen that.
What a fucking icon.
That's going to be me.
Performance.
Everybody listen.
Did you see Lola Young on TikTok?
Oh my God,
I
it
know,
cut off.
when she
Bless her
performed and
heart.
like her mic cut off.
So
I felt
valid,
so
though, girl. Like,
bad.
I'd stand there and be like, you need to sort this out because I'm not doing anything.
I felt awful for her, and like even after as well, like she was crying her eyes out,
Yeah.
and like that was really painful to watch. But she did her big
She
one and
handled
still
it
kept
well.
that
Did it really well,
well. Like
exactly.
I'd
She held
freaking
that
faint.
down.
I think I would have fainted on stage.
I'd have just been.
I would have thrown the mic and ran off. Like, I'm like, Jack.
I'd have been in the back. I'll fix it now, Prim. How dare you? You best
Come
fix
back out,
it.
so I've been like, do you want me to go again?
What is your advice for anyone that's going to be on the next upcoming series?
Do you know
Last
what?
question.
Don't hold back.
Don't
hold back. Do
Don't
you?
hold back.
Don't hold back. Be yourself. Kiss the boys that you want to kiss. Maybe kiss some more as well if you want a bit
Kiss
more
the
airtime.
girlies that you want to kiss. Do you know, just like genuinely just do what you want to do because in there you actually don't know what's going on. Like there could be like things happening, like Jordan kissing Callum, we knew nothing about.
We
So it's
was
like,
oblivious.
it's like just do you because other people are also doing them.
Yeah.
So just do you and also just have a good old time. Like
Literally.
it's brought me so much like joy and so much queer joy. It's genuinely like changed my life in so many ways and like
It's been beautiful.
like
Oh,
I've
I
got
love
you.
this.
I know we've got I've got a bestie.
Like we've got
Yeah,
matching
like, you found
tattoos
each
and
other from the
everything
show, which
now.
is amazing.
Yeah.
What? I love that. What
Yeah.
tattoos?
We're bad and
Show.
bad.
So we're bad and badder. So I'm
Oh,
bad, he's
guys,
bad.
no, this is really
Like,
cute.
we're like in love, aren't we?
We are.
Isn't that mad? Like, if
We're
it
the real
was-
winners.
If it wasn't for this show, you guys wouldn't have found each other.
And do you know what was
We
weird
were
as well?
saying, we were like, we would have found.
The universe was giving us signs because I got sent his train tickets. I got sent his train tickets and I was like, who the hell is Jack Smith? And I was like, what? He's here.
It's
He's
good
here
job
now.
it was me. Like, there's so many
Literally.
Jack Smiths. But then also, like, when they were delivering food to us in isolation, I got his food pot and it had like Jordan R written on it, and I was like, there's a Jordan R. I was
Oh,
like,
and you had no idea
Yeah,
who
we
Yeah,
Jack
we
never
was.
didn't,
got to
have, we,
know.
didn't have,
Oh
we didn't have an
my
idea who each other was, and then we was like,
but that was fate. Yeah.
it was destiny.
That is destiny.
We knew from day one.
We did.
We
I
kind of,
love this.
yeah, we looked at each other and we were like,
Period that. Thank you so much for coming on my podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Do you guys want to share your socials while
so
you're here?
I am the Jack Smith on everything. THWE. Jack Smith.
And I am Jordan, which is JORDON R_H.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Bye, everyone.
Bye.